Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Chai with Gary. Uh, what are we talking about today, Gary?
Oh, we're talking about just winning the Champions League, yeah?
Yeah, Champions League. And what else did we win lately? The FA Cup, the treble.
Trouble.
We won the French League too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Now it was a good trophy to left. Um, I think I can't even cry,
yeah.
man.
So we can't even, dude. Let's close this channel with
Yeah.
the victors. We won everything there is. Today kind of symbolized what Manchester United is all about.
Yeah.
But on a more serious note,
Yeah. So Manchester United beat Istanbul 4-1, obviously.
yeah.
I think it's a
What do you
game
make
of
of the
two halves,
game?
huh? It's a game of two halves, I'd say.
I would say it's a game of three thirds,
Three thirds. Okay.
just to be a little different, right? But not equal. But you tell me what you thought of the game. How did it pan out? What went right and what went
Look,
wrong?
we went with a really strong lineup. Not gonna lie. I think we you
Yeah,
predicted the front three. Um,
yeah,
was good. Was good to see Rashford on the right flank. I think kind of suited him
yeah.
the way we played. Van de Beek, Van de Beek, man, Van de Beek. My God, Van de
Look,
Beek, man. He was basically the conductor when you have a musical play. He set the tone for everyone around him. Bruno
yeah,
obviously played well as well. The three midfield was worked pretty well.
yeah.
Defense was horrible, man. Defense was atrocious.
I cannot. Sometimes I can't believe this is Manchester United and we have those two centre halves. Look, I think we've. It's not a problem that we've kind of had only since Ferguson left. I think we had these issues just when Ferdinand was fading and Vidic was fading as well to the
Yeah,
later halves of their career. But what? And these are well, we had Chris Smalling and who's
Mike
that?
Smalling. I mean,
Mike Smalling and his sister Paul Jones.
Paul Jones, Philip
Fucking
Jones,
Phil Jones.
Sir Philip.
Phil, Phil Jones, Chris
Yeah,
Smalling. Then fucking hell. After that, it's just Phil Jones 1.5 version
yeah,
1.5 and Chris Smalling version 1.5 or 0.75. I don't know who they are. But honestly, man, see, this is what frustrated me, right? I think there
yeah.
were portions in the second half when I think from the start of the second half to about the 60th, 70th minute, where I was like, man, what the fuck are we doing? There was midfield was what looked like overrun. The defense was non-existent. Harry Maguire, I tell you what, people say he had an okay game, but I thought he had a shit game. But I don't know what your thoughts are on it.
Look, defense was so bad. The thing is, I actually thought Lindelof played pretty well in the first half.
Yeah,
Obviously, he went off
I think he
during
has
the
a
half.
back
Yeah, he had a
injury or
back
something. I
problem,
don't know.
recurring issue, and then he went out. And I actually
Yeah,
expected Tuanzebe to step up, but he looked equally fragile at the back.
disjointed,
So
right? Yeah.
yeah, like if they were not talking, they got in each other's way, and
Yeah,
but end of the day, we were 3-0 up by then. Considered the
yeah.
one goal late on, but we
Great
still we
goal
still
though.
con- we can't we sort of maintained control of the game overall. I think if you look at the entirety of the game, except for the half
Yeah,
hour.
yeah. That's what I said. I kind of said it's a game of three, equal
Three
thirds.
parts.
I
Yeah.
guess we started off exquisitely in the first third, the second or the third minute. Rashford went past a few
Oh
people,
my god!
and yeah, it was so
If he
good.
had scored that would have been
Oh
like
man, it was
goal of the tournament
amazing.
for sure.
Exactly. And then, obviously, if Bruno's goal was
Oh
exceptional,
my
there's no
god! As
question.
soon as he
It's like,
scored it, I
Paul,
texted you like,
yeah, it's
check that
like,
goal.
fuck, it's impossible, right? You know what? My Optus Sport was not live. It was delayed by about, I think about 5 to 10 seconds or something.
Yeah.
So I saw your message, and I'm like,
Oh shit.
wait, what? And then they scored. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, Bruno's goal was exceptional. I think the first half, there was so many intricate passes between Cavani. I think there was Cavani, Van de Beek, Bruno. It's all one-touch passes. They're just so slick in that area of the in their final third. It was good to watch.
Yeah. No, it was really,
Right?
really good. I was really impressed with Tellez, especially. Two of the
Tellez was
goals,
cool.
like, pretty much came from him.
Yeah.
That
I
the
mean,
first
it was
goal
a
was the
bad
corner,
cross.
basically, that went past Cavani, and
Yeah.
Bruno just freaking hit it. Half volley
Yeah.
went in. Second goal, keeper,
That.
misjudged it or what. I don't know what he was
Yes.
thinking.
Yeah.
Dropped the ball and dropped in front of Bruno, and like he hit it in. But I tell
Yeah.
you what, man, I think the key thing for me is like the two players that really impressed me. One is
Mm-hmm.
obviously Van der Beek, because he
Mm-hmm.
was just pulling strings around the rest of the team, and he was basically the subtle things that he did.
Yeah, he
Basically,
did a
for me, like he
fantastic
looked
job.
like the enabler. He enabled Bruno
Yeah.
to play his game, and
Yeah.
let Fred, kind of do his thing as well. Like
Yeah.
he brings out the best out of players around him. I think
I think
that's the
so.
key thing.
There was one thing you should notice in most of the goals that we scored. I think the ball before the assist came from him. The Greenwood,
Mm,
I mean, Greenwood obviously had an assist to
yeah, Danny
Dan James
James.
for the final games, but the ball to Greenwood was played by
Oh, that was such a
uh,
good through ball. My God.
Jesus Christ, man. He can play the ball, but I'm still okay. This probably is not his best game, right? I think
Yeah, because
defensively there were times where he could have done better, but look, what are we? It's him or matter now.
yeah.
I mean,
Well, that the good thing is we've got options now, right? I mean, like we've got options to play different players. Rashford on the
yeah,
right, I thought worked really well. Like
yeah,
he had a bit more, like he was crossing a lot more, passing a lot more, as opposed to trying to cut in and do run around like a headless chicken. So I thought it was really
yeah,
good. But I tell you, the other player that impressed me the most
mm,
was really Cavani, man. That guy was running non-stop.
yeah,
Like half the time he was back at defense, and the next thing you know, he's
yeah,
up front. It's
yeah.
insane. Like that guy.
It's
Oh my god.
insane.
Yeah,
He
and
impressed me. He impressed me. Yeah,
he had a lot of like he dummied the ball a few times when
yeah.
people like I think he caused a lot of problems.
He's just a smart player. He might not have the legs as he did when he was 26, 27, 28, but I think the
Yeah,
brain's still there.
yeah,
Now this setup is very similar to when we had like a staunch number 9 in our team, right? Now, not
yeah.
before Martial, that is. With Zlatan, we played similar sort of a formation. When Zlatan was here, when Lukaku was here, we kind of had similar sort of shape
Mm.
to our team. I think Cavani, albeit not as Latan, but I think he can I think influence these strikers to kind of mature, right? The at
Yeah,
least the young ones in our team. So
I liked there was one part right at the end of the game when Greenwood obviously had that he had that super play where he just pushed the ball past that defender, and it
yes,
got into the back, and he was like he could have crossed the ball, passed the ball
yeah,
to
Cavani,
Cavani, and he lost his footing or whatever happened, and he
yeah,
missed his chance. But you
yeah,
could see after that Cavani was like just right into him, like like
yeah.
you got to do better and things like that. I think you need someone like that. And I tell you
Absolutely
what,
do.
Martial playing on the left as well just
Oh man,
reminds me how good a dribbler he is.
yeah, dude, you
So
don't see him
good.
because he's. I think that aspect of the game is wasted when he's playing at number 9, right? Because he
Mm,
rarely gets the chance to do it. And poor guy, nobody recognizes the influence he has as a number 9 because they don't
yeah,
see his flair, right? But today it was on display. Look, this is Skirtle that he put down when he first played
Liverpool.
first match for Liverpool
Yeah,
against Liverpool, right? It was the same defender, and I'm like, fuck, man, he just. I mean, they couldn't get a hold of him, right? And he went past Rafael like he wasn't even
yeah,
existing, right? And
yeah. I
he
tell you,
just
the first maybe 20 minutes, man, we had so many good passes, like so
yeah,
crisp.
dude.
The passing
So
was.
crazy.
Um,
But what do you think is different, Gary? Now, this is what I don't understand. What was different this performance against West Brom? Now, that's what I can't tell the difference.
Chai, you don't even have to go that far, right? Okay, just
Okay, well,
look
don't
at
say Van der Beek. It's
no,
not the
no, no, no.
solution.
Just look at the first
Okay.
half performance versus second half
Mm-hmm.
performance. Okay, as soon as Bruno went off, as soon as Rashford went off,
Yeah.
what happened there? The performance just dipped.
Yeah.
Okay, Bruno went off, Rashford went off, and all of a sudden we're on the back foot again.
Yeah.
This just re-emphasizes my point that the team that we put out there go out and play
Mm-hmm.
their own thing. There's no
Yeah.
sort of tactics or anything that goes behind it.
Mm.
So we are basically relying on our players' form to win us the games, basically. And we've gone over this again and again. Like there's no point talking about Solskjaer and his tactics and all that. I
Yeah.
think I think we've got the key thing is we've got a big enough squad right now where if one
Hmm.
player is not on form, someone else
Yeah.
can jump in. Hopefully, who's on form as well,
Yeah.
and to kind of mask the deficiencies within the team. So
Yeah.
that's how we've got to play until I'm just hoping we end of Christmas. I hope we're still in the top of the table, man.
Yeah.
We've got some hard games coming up, and I'm not
Yeah.
sure what's going to happen. Um,
Look, man, I tell you what.
and let's not get carried away, right? This is
No,
Istanbul we're
it's
playing.
exactly
We're
at
not playing
home.
bloody Barcelona or
Exactly.
Real Madrid or something like that.
Dude, but if you really break the goals down, right? So let's say, for example, Bruno's first goal was a freak show, right? I mean, he's not going to do that every day,
Yeah.
right? The second goal, the keeper's not going to make a mistake every day,
Hmm.
right? The third one, I remember Tuanzebe having a similar challenge on Mbappe when they played PSG.
Yeah.
Similar,
Hmm.
right? It wasn't given, the pen wasn't given,
Hmm.
right? And today was given. So the three goals that you kind of mentioned here
Hmm.
would not have happened if it was a different day. The
And
last goal, I agree. Last goal is a classic goal that we scored at the end of the
yeah, it's a
game and
counter
stuff like that.
typical
It's just
United
count
goal
typical
that we
United
scored
goal
these days.
of these
But the
days.
thing is, Chai, the thing is, right, if you go back to the game in the second half, these
Mhm.
guys had a lot of chances as well. Dembaba had at least two or three chances to.
Dude, he should have
He
scored,
should have
and they
scored.
hit the post.
Yeah. He's lucky
Look,
one hit
it.
Maguire and went out. The other one hit the post, and
Yeah,
what is that? The number seven, I can never get his name. He hit the
dude,
post as well once.
he the captain, right?
Yeah, the captain.
Captain, I can't remember. I
Yeah,
mean, I can't say his name, but
yeah.
anyway, we know who we're talking about. But
Yeah.
that shot was phenomenal. Now, actually, when you look back at it, it was Van de Beek who was the closest to that. And this
Hmm.
is the point I'm making. Maybe he should have closed him down sooner. I don't know. I'm just hypothesizing. Maybe defensively he has a bit of ground to gain. But dude, honestly, I think it was a performance that I will take. But again, there are so many deficiencies that you and I can see. Why can't they see it? Is the question, right?
Yeah. The thing is, right, I think it's a matter of, look, end of the day, Solskjaer's got to play his best team. Okay.
Yes.
It's really in his hands now on what happens with his future. If he decides to drop Van der Beek after this,
Yeah.
then you've got to say, okay,
Look.
he's got his own agendas against players and all that. He's got his preferred set of players he wants to play with, and there's nothing that Van
Yeah.
der Beek can do that's going to change his mind. Okay, you just got to accept the fact.
You know what, dude? This is what pisses me off. Yes, I think there's another side of the equation that the people are talking about, saying Solskjaer is so good. He knows where to blood people in. He picks the right game so people don't. And you look at those comments and you be like, wait, hang on a minute. So you're telling me
Oh,
Solskjaer did the right thing, not paying Van de Beek all these days and playing Matter
wait,
instead?
wait, hang on. So bleeding players in. Okay, so when Daniel James, okay, a Division One player came into the
Yeah.
Premier League, did he
Hmm.
bleed him in, or did he put him straight
No.
into the Wolves?
Yeah, well, dude, I, I cannot
Nah,
understand some
he's
people's
got some
opinion,
agenda,
right?
man. I
It's
don't
just,
know, man. You know my thoughts on Ole. Look.
dude, I
All
think
we can
we're
do is
on the
support
same
the
page,
team.
I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all we can do is support the team
yeah,
and just kind of hope. We've got the players at on form at the right time,
yeah.
and hope that we can
Uh,
get through the Christmas period. Um,
Absolutely, dude. Look, again, people are going to say Penchester, fucking whatnot, whatnot. But it's okay. Look, we played well in the first half. We deserved the 3 points.
mm,
But how we kind of finished the game was probably not the best
mm,
in terms of, the overall morale, I guess, taking
yeah.
the momentum into Southampton this weekend. But tell me, why, Deb, who do you think didn't play to their potential today? I think there were a few people I know a few people who didn't, but I would just want to hear your thoughts about it.
I think Maguire, man. For me, I've got to really pick out Maguire.
Hmm.
I don't know what it is. Like he just can't command his backline. Commanding the team is one thing, but let's break it down
Hmm.
further. All right, you have to command your defenders. You got to tell your defenders. You got to talk to your defenders when when you're going for a ball or what. Like
Yeah,
you just the simple communication as a captain. I think that's a bare minimum you're gonna expect. Anyone expects of you. If you can't
exactly.
do that, you got no right to be a captain, right? Um, and Tuan ZB, I think he should. I don't know what's up with him because I was really hoping
Mm,
that this would be his chance to really, put his mark, on the game and like
yeah.
get back into Soldiers' good books
Hmm.
and really start playing next to Maguire, to kind of complement each other. But I think he's equally. I don't know whether he's suffering a dip in form or what, but he looks unsure as well on what
Sure.
to do. And him and Maguire both look culpable now in defense.
Mm.
So
I would rather have him Twanzebe play with Lindelof just to give that partnership a little go, right? I
yeah.
think. Look, I don't know. I don't know. I think defense is a problem to solve. I don't know about what you thought about Wan Bissaka's game today. I thought he was pretty quiet.
He was quiet because the thing is, I think all the attacks were coming on the left flank. Tellez was
Hmm.
basically, I think he was instructed to go forward
Yeah.
and cross the ball in. And I
Hmm.
think because of that, I think Wan Bissaka kind of had a quieter game. I think,
Mm.
yeah, I hardly remember anything coming from that
Coming
flank.
from, yeah, it's strange, no? It's just
Yeah,
very, very quiet it was down that little flank.
yeah.
Uh,
But I think
so I
he's
thought he,
injured apparently. His ankle. He's done his ankle apparently.
excellent.
So hey, and this okay. Sorry, I forgot to mention this. Right, penalties. Okay, penalties. Right. So after the match, okay, the
Yeah.
press conference, always press conference after the match. Like the reporter basically asked him. Bruno was always a designated penalty
Penalty
taker.
taker.
Why
Yeah.
did Rashford take it this time? And
Yeah.
basically, Ole was like, "Oh, you know what? If Bruno wants to give it to Rashford, then he's got the right to do it." I'm like, man, you are basically telling the whole world that you've got no control
Control over what's
over
happening in the
what's
middle. Huh?
happening around the team. You've basically exposed yourself and you've told the world that, oh, I just sit around and do nothing because I can't even decide who's going to take penalties. Like, what kind of shit is that, man?
Man, you know what? There was this point. There was a screen. They were when they scored. I think they showed they panned into Solskjaer. Right, he's sitting like that, and I'm like, dude, what, what are you doing? What are you doing? And that Istanbul's coach is bloody all over these people, right?
Yeah. And I tell you what, man, if they had some better that the left winger, the right winger, the guy who took the free kick, I think is a
Yes,
good player, man. I think he's a
I
really
think
good
he's a good
player.
player. Man, what a free kick that was, huh?
Oh my god.
Oh, to beat De
I thought
from
De
that
Gea saved it, but
distance.
he actually went past the
We
line.
went past them, yeah. Man, it was fucking crazy. De Gea had to come up with a couple of good saves as well
Yeah.
today, huh?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know, dude. This is what I'm fucking uncomfortable about United these days. It is Istanbul. Now tomorrow they'll play City. They'll fucking tear us a new one, right? 100%. You play Liverpool, you play bloody all these Tottenham. Okay, Tottenham tore us another one. Tore us a new one. They'll tear us another one if bloody when we
Nah,
they
you know
come up
what,
there.
Chai? For me, right?
Pity.
It's simple. I think I'm not as afraid about the top six teams as how I'm afraid of the teams in the lower half of the table, because when
Yeah.
the when the onus is on us to win games,
Yeah.
then we screw up. But then when there's no pressure, then somehow we'll come up
We
with a win. All right. I
yeah,
honestly
it's
think this
strange.
weekend's game against Southampton, I think we've got a good chance of getting a draw or win. Like I just feel like that. Because
Okay.
Southampton's going to come out to play football. They're not going to park the bus. So I
Yeah,
think if we go with a counter-attacking team, I think we might
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 make
make
it.
it 1-0.
But I'm happy about today because he's at least open to play Cavani down the middle and Rashford and Marshall on either side of the wing. That I'm at least happy to know that he's open to do something like that. Let's Oscar. Because if plan A, which is our counter-attacking thing, doesn't work against low block teams and stuff like that, at least you have Cavani and Marshall playing on, or Rashford playing as the top three, right?
Yeah.
At least gives us a different option, right? And Van de Beek has to play to kind of control everything, you know, make it move smoothly, right?
Mm.
Not once did he look to. Yes, he had a few past backs and stuff like that, but he's always looking to push it forward. And the weight on the pass of him, dude,
Yeah, it's
it's
perfect.
incredible, dude. He's
Yeah.
so technically gifted, that kid. And
I told you he's
fuck,
one of our best players right now. Him and Pogba, I'd say, two best players.
yeah,
Pogba is obviously on
and
form.
Bruno, right?
Yeah, Bruno is good as well. Technically speaking, I'd say Van der Beek's probably a level higher. But
Yeah,
uh, the thing is, we can, it's nice to
we
have this
can.
argument where we've got so many good
Yeah,
players now. We don't
yeah.
have to talk about Lingard and Jones and the other crap in the team. We've got some decent players now for change.
But who's your man of the match? We didn't
I'd say
get
Van
a
der Beek, man. I'd say Van
Van
der
de
Beek.
Beek.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd say he's the
Hmm.
orchestrator.
Yeah.
He dictated a play. He basically led the players around him. He took the pressure of the players around him.
Yeah.
So people
I
like
think
Bruno could just relax. He was a lot more relaxed.
fuck Bruno, dude. I think Fred seemed
Yeah,
like he came out of a bloody locked cage or something,
I
and he
know.
was he was so free to do what he wanted to do, and although he didn't have a great game, but
Yeah, and you know what? This team that we have right now. Okay, jokes aside, I think we should be in a stage where we should be fighting for the title. I'd say, man. I really think we should be looking at number two spot at least. City are so shit right now. Like
calm
we've
down,
got
Gary. Jesus.
no. I'm serious. I think
Yeah.
we've got if we have a better manager, I think
Look, there are two things that I think we can make a push for, right? One, we need some reinforcements coming in January, 100%. We need
we
we
have
need
right.
to
Diallo is
strengthen
coming,
key.
another winger,
Apparently, he's not getting his bloody
work
work permit
permit.
sorted
I
in
don't know.
time. Yeah, so he's not coming. Diablo will come.
Maybe we should apply for
And
work permit.
Diablo.
We'll apply
that,
for work permit. Yeah, we can sit and
uh,
make coffee for them or something.
exactly.
Yeah.
So reinforce. I don't mean reinforcements in Powerade, dude. I mean reinforcements as in players.
Yeah.
I hope they go buy somebody and fuck it. Let's buy
Yeah.
a center back. Let's buy a good midfielder. Let's buy a fucking clinical finisher, dude. Three people. If
Mm.
we strengthen those three areas, I don't care what everybody says. I don't care right winger, left winger. I don't give a
Yeah.
shit. I need a number nine, like a prolific striker, like a fucking hard ass Matic when he was 25, and
Mm.
I need a Rio Ferdinand. If these three positions are sorted, I
Mm.
think we'll come top
Yeah, I
three
think we
at
need a
least.
defensive midfielder.
How can you say we'll be challenging for the top when Liverpool beat Leicester with their bloody kids, dude? How are you saying this?
Chai, what did I say? They've got a good coach. They are, you don't need, look, you don't need a team of you need maybe 2 or 3 stars in your team. Rest of the players
Dude,
can be, as long as they can work with the stars, you're going to get the
yeah,
best out of the stars. We don't need to go and we don't need to go and
we're
splash a
getting
lot more money.
sitars. Yeah,
We
but
need,
I understand what you're saying, dude. I completely agree with you. You know my
yeah,
philosophy as well. I know where I put the blame on, right?
yeah,
Fuck, are they gonna something drastic has to happen for them to sack Solskjaer, right? Something drastic has to happen. If he keeps
yeah.
winning, they're not gonna do it. They're
I
not gonna
think
do it.
we'll have to wait for Christmas when we've got a tough run of fixtures coming
Yeah.
thick and fast, and
Hmm.
that's going to be the true test, I'd say. So just
Yeah.
watch the space.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've
Yeah,
yeah,
we've spoken a lot of shit, but
yeah, it
it's
was a
just
good.
I don't know whether to be happy or sad, or I'm obviously happy, but whether I'm satisfied or not. But
But we've got another game coming this weekend, true a real game. So we've got to
mhm.
focus on that. But anyway, I think yeah, we'll probably cut it there. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video. If you like the video, hit a like on that like button, and please subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Until next time, this is Chai with Gary.